Hey guys, so I'm walking in Soho with my very good friends
High school
from
friend.
high school today, and she's visiting me from Canada, and her name is Thao. So, so we just went to a yoga class together because I met her too. So you
my
can
first
see,
time.
so you can see that she's in from head to toe. My outfit. um, and I want to let Tao share with you guys about her experience going to a yoga class on a Sunday morning
For the
with
first
me.
time in my life,
For the first time in her life. How are you feeling?
a bit surprised because I didn't imagine this type of intensity, but also at the same time kind of relaxed and a bit light in my body.
So do you feel more connected to yourself after
Yeah.
the class?
I mean,
Feel more
even,
grounded.
even during the class, I could listen to my heart, and also
We're on the street, so it's a little loud. Sorry.
every muscles in my body. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting and fascinating.
Good.
Got me curious about yoga for a bit. I see if I pursue this after coming back to Canada.
Really?
Let's see.
Really? Oh, that's good.
Need sponsorship from you.
Um, and also the reason why I'm using Tao as my hamster for this is because I would love to invite, you know, you guys to join me to go with me to a yoga class for free once a month for those of you who obviously you need to be here in New York so I can take you, but I would love to take you to a yoga class with me. Sorry, let's go through here so it's not too loud, and so that we can meet up. I would love to get to know you better, and yoga has been so healing and helpful for me that I would love to welcome you to join me in my venture, my routine. This is I do yoga every day, and I'm curious to see how you feel after taking a class. Some of you might probably have been practicing it already, but the point is, you know, if we can meet up in person, then we can have a coffee chat afterwards, and I would love to get to know you better, and you can also get to know me in person. So so yeah, once a month, one person a month, first come first serve. Would you recommend it? Would you recommend it?
Well, disclaimer, I'm not that flexible, but I think that I enjoyed it. So like to everyone, like you enjoyed it for sure, and you know you could enjoy talking to Zip, who is really pathetic and trying to help you in the best way that she can.
Aww.
So vouch for her.
Oh, that's why we are good friends. All right.
Disclaimer, she's not paying me anything.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, I have no idea what she's going to say, so it's all come from her heart, guys. I'd like to think so. But Tao, since I have you here, and in this week's episode, I want to talk to our audience about, you know, like the topic of loneliness in the era of social media.
Yeah.
And we have known each other for 15 years since high school, right?
Yeah.
But we haven't met each other for 7 years. And we barely talk on social media.
That's true.
But our friendship actually keeps getting stronger. Can you share with Blooming Crisis audience on what you think is the key ingredients that help sustain our friendship and build it even stronger throughout the years.
I think that it all goes back to the foundation of our friendship. We do not, we treat each other sincerely, and we know that, we're gonna stand up for each other, even though that we are not, meeting up daily or interacting through social media on a frequent basis.
Yeah.
But, sincerity and knowing that we are there for each other, I think that are the key elements to our friendship. And also at the same time, I think that we share the same mindset. So,
Same values
Yeah,
as well.
same value. So, having someone that understands you, having the same mindset, that would be a really key element to having this type of strength in the relationship.
Do you think that authenticity also matters? Because I know that like both of us actually we don't really rely on social media to, I guess, keep up with each other, right? And every time when we meet up, sorry guys, I hope that you guys can hear us clearly because I know it's very loud. And I forgot my vlog camera today, so I'm using my phone. But we don't rely on social media to keep up with each other. And every time when we have a talk, it's always deep talk and real talks only. No BS.
That's true. I think that I remember, like, even though that we did not really interact on social media, but during COVID we actually had a long conversation. You were in the US and I was in Vietnam back then, and we had a really deep talk about what we went through so far, and then how we overcame anything in our life at that time.
Yeah.
So, having that authenticity is really much appreciated.
And I think just like, knowing that someone will be there for us, right? Like even if we don't talk on a regular basis, but I always think of you as one of my closest friends. And I think that's the testament to a true friendship.
Yeah. I know that, when I tell Zip that, I'm coming to the US, she's gonna be excited for sure. So,
she's staying with me, guys. That's why I'm making her follow my routine, my rituals.
So that means she's actually paying me something.
This free trial. So, I think actually there's another element to our friendship that I really appreciate because my high school friends would know this about me because I was always at the bottom of the class. Thao know this, but the friends that I still keep in touch with, my high school friends, none of them judge me based on my performance in high school. Like I never feel like I'm less than you guys, or there's some sort of like discrimination because I didn't study well in school. And you guys, especially because we are talking about our personal friendship as well, I never felt that, we ever compare to each other, and we always uplift each other.
Well, that all goes back to having the same value, right? Like we all see that each of us are outstanding in our own way. Like
she studied very well in high school, guys. I would
only studying.
We didn't talk in high school because not because of her, but because I felt like I wasn't good enough to talk to them.
She was so cool back then in high school.
But actually, you know what, Thao? Since I have you here and it's, you don't come to New York every day. But she's a figure, I guess, that I really look up to. In high school, like one of the best students in our class, and she. Can you actually introduce yourself as in like professional wise, and can you give any tips for my Blooming Crisis audience on, you know, following a career path for anyone who's interested in wealth management, because that's what she's doing.
Yeah, as it mentioned, I'm in wealth management.
Yeah.
Currently, well, I had a background in equity research before for about 4 years, and then I moved to Canada.
What school did you go to in the US?
So I went to Franklin Marshall College for my bachelor's degree and Villanova University for my master's degree in finance. So, you know, studying all my life and being a boring finance person all my life.
She's not boring, guys. It's very funny when you
But
get
I
to know.
have a passion for wealth management, and that's why I currently joined Canada's biggest bank's wealth management rotation program. And
What's it called?
the wealth management generalist program is, well, you can Google it.
Yeah. And the company that you are.
Royal Bank of Canada.
Right.
So, you know, in my program, we have a chance to explore different areas of wealth management, and I find it as well fascinating to, you know, be able to learn every day and grow every day. So, you know, that's why I really enjoy working in this field and at the company so far.
Oh, good. And any, you know what? Let's go this way. It's too crowded. Any tips? Any advice for, you know, those who are probably still in school or maybe recently graduated and want to pursue a career in finance in general and in wealth management in particular from you?
Well, I would suggest you know, keep reading. I start my day by reading a lot of news articles, you know, to just get up to date with the market. But then, you know,
Any recommendations on the sites that they should check out?
well, for finance, like Wall Street Journals, Bloomberg, and Economist are the top 3 sites that I guess I read every day. There are a lot of other sites as well, but I think that those 3 sites are the most valuable when it comes to getting up to date with the market.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like my idol, or like Warren Buffett, I think that he spends days and days reading. So have a reading list where you can explore different areas, not just, you know, wealth management, like any different areas that you are interested in, to expand your horizon. And, you know, maybe you'll find something that you are more interested in. So keep reading.
Okay. Any credentials that they should study?
Credentials, well, I mean that if you want to pursue like portfolio management under wealth management, then CFA is, I guess, a must. So yeah, if you are interested in portfolio management, then start early. Get yourself into investing early. Have a skin in the game.
Any tips on investing?
Is it some kind of like financial
Unsolicited
advisory?
advice.
Tips on investing?
Start early.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
early. I think that everyone has different ways of investing. So the sooner that you start investing, I guess the better that you will, you know, become.
Yeah.
But try to do a lot of reflections, especially when you make mistakes, because like reflection is a kind of way for you to improve your investment process and, you know, find a more appropriate investment philosophy.
Yeah. And how about networking in your industry? Do you have any tips?
Networking is a must, but again, like, you need to be, well, showcase your authenticity. And
Authenticity,
Yes.
especially in finance.
Yes. That's surprising, but like, you know, I can speak from the other side since, you know, we are doing a bit of recruitment right now. But when a candidate displays that, you know, he's really sincere in pursuing this kind of career,
Yeah.
and he really wants to do well in this area, then we can actually sense that, and we favor this type of candidate. And also, like when it comes to coffee chats, you have to have a specific goal because everyone is busy. So you need to introduce yourself at first, and then just tell them directly what's the goal of your coffee chat, so that the other side can understand better and
Right.
give you the advice.
So give them the
or-
why.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why should we meet?
That goes in any industry, guys.
Yeah, that goes.
I received so many emails or outreach from students that sometimes it's surprising to me when there's no why in their message, and very casual, just like, hey, can we meet up? I'm like, that's not going to be effective, guys. And also it doesn't show the respect
Yeah.
that you have for someone who's you're looking for to get their advice. So always try to make it easier for the person to to help you, and show them what they also get out of
Yeah.
that conversation with you as well.
Yeah, because like we are all busy, but like we want to do meaningful work. So if you can be
Yeah.
straightforward and be direct in your request, and it's better for both sides.
Yeah, and I think that actually, to tie back to the topic we want to talk about today around loneliness, I think it's important to get out of our head, right? Because sometimes we feel like, oh no, so loud. Sometimes we feel like, is it us, or is it the other person? But I think a lot of it goes back to communication, right? Like the first question I always ask myself when I don't get a response from someone is to just make sure that is my communication, is my outreach effective. It shouldn't be a reflection of the other person when they have a lot of things on their plate, and I hope that you don't feel lonely if someone doesn't respond to you. Sometimes people just have other priorities, and knowing how to be someone else's priority is an art. But understanding that it will help you a lot in being more connected with other people. And to tie back to what Thao shared about, how to build strong, sustainable friendships, especially in today's world, what she mentioned about authenticity. I think that's probably like the key thing, right? Don't you agree? In any kind of relationship, in professional relationships, in personal relationships, whether even like, friendships, romantic relationships, all kinds of relationships. Authenticity is the number one ingredient that we all should should have and build up. And it's also liberating, right? Because like we never feel like we have to keep up with each other, or we feel FOMO, or we feel like, oh, if I don't reach out, and then the other person, like, you can forget me. I never have that feeling.
No.
Or we never feel like, oh, by the way, it's not like a quid pro quo. I think that's important, right? Because we are always there for each other. It's not about a transaction, like relationship shouldn't be transactional.
Yeah.
And I don't have any kind of that relationship in my life, because if there is, then I wouldn't even consider that to be in my life.
And it's not gonna last long.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
not lasting long. It's not gonna last long, and also like we all have a limited amount of time in our life. So personally, I'd like to remove myself or cut off all those kind of superficial toxic relationship. Thankfully I don't have any toxic relationship in my life anymore. And yeah, and I think it's so liberating when you know, oh, it's so peaceful.
When you can live true to yourself.
Yes, and surrounded yourself with people who genuinely care about you, and want, you know, to grow with you, because we always want to uplift each other.
We're happy
grow
if
together.
the other
Yeah,
people
celebrate
are
each other's
doing- yeah.
success. Yeah.
So yesterday when I, met Zip and our other high school friend for the first time in many
Bye.
years, like I felt really happy because I could see that they are really happy. So happiness square.
And I'm even more happy when I see my good friends. But speaking of happiness, don't forget to watch my last video. Well, I guess I'm recording it now. I haven't released it yet, but it's going to be my last video by the time when I publish this.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't forget to watch it if you miss it. I hope that it's helpful for you. I genuinely believe that happiness comes from within ourselves, and Thao actually have seen me throughout the times from the time when I was not happy in my life until now, and everything that I share with you guys is what I know has been working for me, and I hope to share that so more people can benefit from it.
It's really fascinating to see or witness Zip's growth, and I am happy that she can share her tips with you, so that we can all together live happily.
Yeah, thank you.
I guess as a disclaimer, today's talk is my personal opinion. This does not speak for any opinion from RBC.
Oh yes, that's important. It's always my caveat that everything I talk about is my personal opinion, not from the BBC.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but that's the one thing that you have to get used
Yeah.
to when you start working for corporates.
Yeah, but I genuinely hope that you guys are feeling happy in your life, and if not, it's okay, If not, just keep working on yourself, keep practicing. Sorry guys, I just dropped my phone. But what I was going to say is, if you're not feeling happy right now, that's okay. It took me many years for me to get to this state of, I guess, just like feeling genuinely happy in my life, even though it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. I know that there are a lot of things in my life are not working out for me the way that I'd like them to be yet. But I know that it's possible, and I hope that you have faith in your journey. And yeah, any last words from you?
Be happy and watch Zip's vlogs.
Oh, thank you, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. As of today, I only have 11.
I'm the 11th one.
Yes.
So.
It means a lot to me, guys, because it's how I can help keep Blooming Crisis free and accessible, and hopefully spread it to more and more people. So thank you so much for your support, and we will talk to you guys again soon.
Good to see you all.